Hi, welcome to the Stuck in It Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as J-Nima.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It. And this is episode 223.
You're a little shorter than
You are, and you're clear over there, man.
There we go.
Getting away from her. Smell my shower today, I swear. How have you and your family been doing?
Good. All is pretty good, except the car is sick.
Oh
Yes, the older car, coughed up some sort of fluid from the front end of the car.
It's got the flu, huh?
Yeah, I have no idea what's wrong with it, so that's got to be looked at this week. Sweet. Awesome.
Because we all have time in our schedules for that sort of.
Oh yeah, and I had to buy a fridge last week, a refrigerator.
What?
So yeah, just falling apart all over the place.
What's the third thing? They come in threes.
The microwave also broke.
Oh, okay.
So it's small. It was okay. But it was, number 3 was the car.
Okay.
Sweet. Great.
Yeah, the car is bigger.
Now hopefully that's just a minor repair.
Yeah.
We don't want to get a new one of those just yet. It would be nice. It's old, but don't need it. Don't need it.
Yeah, I was trying to think. We've soccer every Saturday. It's been nice here, so I've been able to open the windows but although it was chilly on soccer Saturday, there was frost on the ground, and we had to dig out the hats, and I went for a run and had to get my mitts. Then Annette knit for me out of her hands. Yeah, makes me happy. I didn't post the picture. I took a picture of it and sent it to her, but I didn't post the picture. Maybe I'll later gram that. It's a fun picture. It's nice to combine my two hobbies, I guess. To be wearing the knitwear while I'm running.
Yeah, I'm doing the Whole Life Challenge.
Okay.
Again. And last week was a social media brownout, or blackout, whatever you want to call it. They said that, if it was part of your job, you could do it. Anyway, I avoided Instagram and all the social medias as much as I could for that week, and I've only posted one picture since then. So I'm must just not think anything's significant enough to post about, right?
Got out of the habit.
Yeah, exactly. Does this seem Instagram? No, it doesn't seem like it's worth doing.
Have you been watching any new fall shows? I was asking you because you texted me while Ellie and I were watching This Is Us, which I absolutely love.
New. We started Luke Cage on Netflix.
Okay. Jeremy said that tonight he was going to watch that if he didn't go on the bike ride. So, yeah.
Which I thought was a good, interesting first episode, but I'm also reserving judgment until I get a few more in. Let's see. Gosh, I swear there was something that I was excited about, but then it has left my mind.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be necessarily...
Jeremy and I have been watching The Good Place.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that one. I'm just not as... I'm kind of about that one.
Meh.
Yeah, very meh.
It's funny. I like Ted Danson. I like Kristen Bell.
Yes, I liked the reveal, spoiler alert, that the monk is also not a good person.
Yeah.
And wasn't a monk at all. And so that was kind of cute. It's there's more than one bad person in the good place or whatever. Selfish, basically, is these people. They're not necessarily, they didn't murder anybody, but they're selfish people.
Yeah. Their humor is, it's right up my alley. Like the restaurant being The Good Plates.
Oh yeah, lots of puns. Yes.
Yes. And the cursing, and they can't curse.
Oh yeah,
those
shirts.
Yeah.
Lots of shirts and forking.
Yeah. for sure. Yes, it is cute. But yeah, no, I was trying to think of fall type. You guys went apple picking, but that was a while ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, been a week. All those apples are gone.
All those apples are gone. Yeah, Jeremy was just lamenting. He's like, "We're out of apples."
Yeah.
It's such a it's not the cliche of one bad apple, but like I feel like you can go to the store and the apples look good and you buy them and you bring them home and like that the whole batch like that wasn't Jeremy just got some at Costco and I'm like those aren't my favorite apples. And then I feel like you go to the store and you get like you're grabbing a couple. And then you're like, you get them home, they're so good, and you're like, oh, I should have just grabbed so many, right? Like, I can't win.
Yeah, the orchard ones were all pretty good, but since they're not treated, they just the skin gets a little soft, a little faster, and all that stuff, so you have to eat them pretty quick for them to all taste like the day you picked them. And so you're just like, we got too many, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, the apples that I didn't like, I made some upside down apple cakes.
Oh, there you go.
So you add enough butter and sugar to anything.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And they taste
sugar
great.
Fixes everything. What else? Yeah, I wish I was more, like, I kept thinking, like, there's gotta be TV that I'm watching that I'm, like, all excited about.
Yeah.
I think the thing that...
You guys watching The Voice?
No. I watched where they picked their teams, and then I haven't seen it since. So
Ellie got into the app, like somebody, they said something, and so she put it on her tablet, and she was picking team members, and this is like being one of the judges, Mom. And I was like, That's so cool that, it's something that like 10-year-old me would have been like, oh my gosh, that's not even possible, right? Like,
that's true.
How are you able to do that? Mind blown. But super cool.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else that struck me this week.
It was a relatively short week. We've been going a little further in between, but I am heading to the upstate New York area starting on Thursday, so that's exciting. Flying out there and staying in Socrates, and then gonna take the train, the Amtrak, into New York City and see my baby brother and Miss Eleonora. Ellie's coming with me. Cool. Yes. So finished her Rhinebeck sweater and then decided that the siren song of my yarn telling me that it wanted to be a sweater of some sort was too much to overcome, but you'll see that in finished objects. So
yes, my knitting life was spent trying to finish my bolting, which I finally did, and then working on design stuff. So the things that I probably didn't get to talk about were, I'm still working on my Persian Dreams. I have 9 out of the 10. And we're in month 10, so yay! That means that as soon as this one's done, I have 10. And I can move on. That was exciting to get to. I was working them one right after another and getting into that pace, but then when I got to the third one, I was like, okay, I'm done. And I would pause, take a break. But yeah. So finished objects then, I guess? There's no
we've got the 3 giveaways currently going. I feel like the general tone of that in memory of Megan thread, I don't want people to be apologetic that they didn't know her or that they didn't have any of her yarn. That was just one of the prompts. So if you just want to focus on that's beautiful yarn and I'd like to select this pattern to knit with it, yes, please do so, and don't feel any need to apologize. There's tons of wonderful dyers out there that I don't know, and I may apologize because I'm Midwestern and apologize for things like that, but no need to do that. We also have the mini skein, which it's from Brew City, which the set seems to have. I had the prompt of what series, television series, or pop culture reference would you like to see translated into mini skeins, and it seemed one of my favorites was Golden Girls. I thought that would be so much fun, Golden Girls, and people wanted to see Big Bang Theory.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to see that one translated, but that's still going on, and lots of really beautiful color work and cowls and outerwear and stuff being chosen for the amazing DK. So that's another one where the prompt is select a pattern that you'd like to, the beautiful 2 colors that they sent us to give away. And then, as always, as you mentioned, the Persian Dreams and the self-striping is going on. And it's always fun to me to see how quickly people contact me after we release the episode on the self-striping. It was like less than a week this time. Bam, bam, bam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What did I want to say? Oh, for the Persian Dreams, we'll have a giveaway coming up before the end of the year. I just have to think about the different possibilities for what I want to do there.
Okay. So. And I think that the consensus on Vogue Knitting Live and the Zombie Runaway is Saturday night meetup.
Okay.
So according to the poll the last time I took a look at it, unless we just had a bunch of Friday nighters vote all of a sudden, it looks like Saturday night will be our night.
Okay.
But I'll shut down that poll or make a final pronouncement in that thread. So in my spare time before I jet off to New York.
It's super busy.
Yes, it's been crazy. Like I just have 100% meetings tomorrow because I think my calendar was blocked off for. And then they're putting new carpeting in my building, so I was like freaking out that I needed to have everything packed up before I left. And work, life, travel, knitting, fun.
Yeah. So us having all of our appliances break and whatnot, that also kind of.
Yeah. That wouldn't. Don't like get anywhere near my appliances. I need all of them to stay functioning.
Yeah.
Currently, right. I can't have any more craziness. Oh yeah, Ellie had strep throat last week. That was
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not sweet, but yeah.
Yeah. I almost called you because of some tonsillitis that was happening in our house, and I know you've dealt with that, so. Like, I almost called Megan. But,
yeah.
You know, there was
things that you don't want to be known for.
There was enough Dr. Google that said, don't panic.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was alright. Okay. I just hadn't noticed tonsils being that big.
Whoa. Ellie has very large tonsils.
Yeah.
She warns the doctors now before they look in her throat. I have very large tonsils. She would be so embarrassed that I just told you and everyone at all. All right, finished objects. That's administrati.
Okay.
You have a big old pile of something over there.
Yep, I have finished the shawl. There's 2 ends, they just need to be clipped because I noticed a fallen stitch. So I had it all completely done and I was stretching it out to see what kind of blocking would happen, and I noticed an errant stitch. Oh, and now I'm noticing, that's a snag. Okay. I'll work that one back. Okay, yes. Zhuzh. That'll zhuzh.
This is a shawl that 2 people could wear.
Yeah, it's pretty substantial.
Mm-hmm.
And this is unblocked, so just imagine how much it's going to grow. It's going to get big. So this is The Bolting by Stephen West in a local, around this neck of the woods, alpaca farm. Alpaca. And
do you know the alpaca's name?
No, I don't.
That wasn't the name of the colorway?
You know, it could have been. I go look, but no. Just some gray alpaca from somewhere. And I really like this. I just don't know how soft it really is. There's there's enough of a prickle factor that I think it's going to have to be like over something. There's not going to be...
Sorry, I'm laughing, but like,
no tank top.
Feel this bad boy. There's some prickle factor for you.
Yeah.
This feels very soft compared to this, but we'll get to that.
But you know, there's enough of these like little guard hairs.
Yeah.
That it's like it's not like the initial hand is like, oh, this is so soft, but then when you get it on the back of the sensitive skin, it's like, ooh, a little prickly. But, you know, on your hands, it's like, ooh, this is really soft. I really like this. This would be awesome. And then you get it wrapped up around your face, and you're like, oh, ow, prickle. So again, I think, washing and blocking can only help, and hopefully it becomes softer with age. But right now, I'm looking at a prickly, beautiful shawl. Warm, no doubt about that. So I thought that the last few rows of the border were soul-sucking.
Yeah.
It was just like, this is endless. Oh my god, like riding an assault bike. Have you ridden one of those Aerodyne bikes? I don't know. Basically, the only time it counts anything is when you're moving, because everything stops when you stop, because it's very attached. You know, it's not like you could stop and it keeps spinning.
Like a fixed gear?
Yeah, like a fixed gear bike.
Okay. Yep.
So it's very soul-sucking when you're trying to get somewhere on it. You know, you're like, oh, I need so many calories or whatever. Yeah, that's how this felt. It was
no
really...
coasting, man.
No coasting. It was like bunched up on the needles, and as I was knitting them, it was just heavy and difficult. And then when I was binding it off, it was like, oh, that's only one section. Oh no, I missed another.
I think that's your same snag.
That's not a snag.
Oh,
that's a drop. There was a lot of splitting in this particular yarn from the farm. So like you think you got a stitch and then you go look and it's not.
Half.
Yeah, half thing. So this is less than a half a thing. So I need to fix that. Anyway, getting distracted. So
looking at it.
I know, but I have to because I want to fix it.
Yeah.
It took so much work. I don't want it to unravel on me.
And the edge was soul sucking.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You just get like one wedge, and you're like, oh my god, I got to take a marker out. But then it took forever to get to the next one and the next one. So I do like the finished object. I think that if you're thinking about doing one, it is very mindless. It's a good project to just while away. But when you're getting so close to the end and you want nothing more to finish and you know you only have 12 rows left, you realize how long each of those rows take.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness. When I was just knitting on it, I was happy. But yeah, when I got towards the end, I was like, oh. But again, nice hand on the yarn. I thought that was pleasant all the way through. I thought that, yeah. So now I have to figure out how to fix that because now I'm sad. I probably don't even have the extra yarn here.
Don't be sad.
Oh no, but my thing is falling apart. So I gotta put bright markers in and show me where I messed up. Show me.
Show me. All right. After I finished Ellie's sweater, which I knit. Well, it was design, and then she grew, and the design changed, and it got to be a crop top, and then the sleeves, and it was a thing. Like it had just been going on for very long, and I told myself I couldn't do anything else until I finished Ellie's Rhinebeck sweater. So I got that done. And I was like, I was staring at that birthday kit design that I needed to finish up the details on and really wrap up. And I was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Captain, I can't do it. And so I had the leftovers from my stopover. And I did that in like a weekend, that stopover. And that had full sleeves and it was that yarn, but it was on 9s, and I could totally do this. If I do it sleeveless, I could totally get something done by Rhinebeck. And so I had tagged the Letty Loopy vest out on, it's a free pattern, out on Ravelry, and I decided I was just going to go with it. The pattern itself calls for a much smaller needle, so like 7s and 3s, but I knew that I liked the gauge that this was knit up on, so I had to do some math. It's a bottom-up sweater, and I also wanted to start getting into the color work sooner because just knitting this tube didn't sound too much fun either. So I kind of improvised. I mean, it's a little bit of where it starts here. Somebody out on Instagram, Texas Pink Girl, I believe, said that it looked like the Fleur de Lis a little bit. But this is, and it is very, it's not soft like merino, but it's the Fancy Tiger Crafts Romney, an all-American Romney. It's a worsted weight, and it's called Heirloom. And I think that this sweater will be around long after I am dead. Like, it's just got like a hardiness to it. It's a long wool. Like, I'm gonna, I'll wear it and wear it and wear it, and it's gonna look exactly the same, and it's gonna be exactly like this because it got a little softer in the wash, but it didn't really soften. It didn't really felt. It just was. So I did a little bit of a sleeve cap on the end. It was a vest, so there was actually about 4 rows here that I ended up picking up and just doing short rows across to put that little sleeve cap on. And then I also put some short rows in the back of the neck here so that it didn't just have, I like having a backedness to it. I like having a front and a back. Otherwise it would have been interchangeable. But yes, I will most definitely be wearing this with a long sleeve underneath it. And I was thinking about taking a picture of me wearing it and Peg wearing it and be like, who wore it better?
Who wore it best?
I also took Peg over across the street because there's a really pretty, do they call it like a flaming something bush? It turns bright red in the fall. Okay. Over across the street, and so I had my little mannequin wearing a sweater. I walked across the street, and I didn't see any cars, and no neighbors were like pointing or anything, but I felt weird. Yeah, I felt a little weird. Like, yep, I am having a mannequin wearing a sweater photo shoot here with this red bush.
Don't mind me.
Don't mind me.
Don't look at the crazy lady.
Yes. I don't have a mannequin fetish. It's just that it was so pretty over there. So yeah, I can't decide whether or not, I think the weather will probably decide for me whether or not I wear this actual Rhinebeck Saturday, or if I got a really cute gray dress to wear with my leggings. So, and I showed Elliot, and Ellie was like, where did you get that dress? Like, I bought it to wear with the leggings. She's like, that's really cute. You should wear it with this. And she started pulling things out. So, but I would definitely have to layer because it's like a tank dress. So the top would be, but yeah, I really like it. I do feel like it will be an heirloom, but it's because of its durability. But yeah. While I was knitting it, it didn't. I'll just sit here and do this. It'll be super entertaining. I'll be felting myself.
Yeah, she's kind
when I think about you, I felt myself. Woo! Anyway, yeah. So that was that. Again, I feel like I'm trying to reassure myself that it's really not that prickly, but like my underarms touching it right here, like I will want to have like a long sleeve something underneath. But
I'm finding all sorts of issues with this.
It is very rustic. My top is rustic, so the sheep may look at me and be like, bah.
They want to felt themselves.
I know you. I know you. You. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
Making those sheep felt themselves.
Don't make sheep felt themselves. And I have a hoe. So I don't have the skew little hole there after you've done your big O moment closed up. But this is that Kasha knits without a colorway. I wish I could tell you the colorway because it is. You could call it the color of Megan's soul because these are just my colors. I just that green striping through there, it just makes my heart sing.
Sadness. I found 5 problems.
Not that you're counting.
No. Well, it was that splitty nature, and I was fighting it the whole way. You know, like you'd split one, and then you come back and you were knitting it, and you're like, oh, I gotta fix that, and then so I was fighting it the whole way. I just missed some, 5 of them. So, yep, I know. Gotta do some
duplicate stitch.
Yeah, duplicate. But bummer. Damn you.
She thought she was done, but
I know.
the shawl knew better.
Exactly. I was really hoping tomorrow would be blocking day. I mean, it could still be blocking day. I fixed 5 errors and I can block it.
This has been washed and
yeah, I wish I had blocking day.
I stretched it to do its thing.
So one of my things is not fit to be shown because it's design stuff. But I will talk about my design that's fit to be shown. I have this pattern, I have named it, and it will probably go out at the same time as the birthday kit pattern because I'm trying to co-write them. Just wrote one and then got to a certain point and wrote the other one, and now I'm just putting the finishing touches on the one for the birthday kit. I go back, finish this one, so they should release it about the same time. Cool. But I will let the name be the secret, since it's the only secret I have about this pattern right now.
You're showing it off.
Yeah, I think I'm showing it off. I brought blockers. Like, I could put it on my foot, but I have blockers.
I was like, I have one too.
Yeah,
it's right here.
So, I don't know. I really like the way the texture turned out. And so,
colors are fabulous.
Yeah, that is the Obi-Wan Knitter colorway from Dancing Dog Dialects. So that's one. And then I was working, like I said, on my Persian Dreams. So I also am this far into my 10th block. Yeah, nothing spectacular about this middle section because they blend a little too well. But after this is some hot pink. So it'll be exciting and we'll go faster after that.
Colors make it make it exciting and go faster.
Yeah, you know, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows of it blending together, it's kind of like, oh, give me something that goes pop, 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 where when you change color, it feels like you've actually changed color. But yeah,
I finally got to the. That's another work in progress or design that I can't show, but I finally got to where I was so sick of it being the same color on that Grello Giant that I just kept pulling. No, finally got it. Finally got to the end of the first color. Yeah, it was good.
Just like, I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah. Well, it felt like those clowns with the handkerchiefs, right? Like just kept pulling, come on, I've got to get to an end eventually.
And since I have been working on those design socks, in October, I just thought I would, I have this one started as well. It's just a plain sock. Desert Vista Dye Works Boo. Some booty, I don't know. No, it's a Zombody.
Zombody says boo?
That could be it. Yeah, that's right. I know it's a Zombody colorway, so that sounds right. And I'm enjoying working with it when I get the chance. It's a lot of fun just to knit, not think too much. It's great. And then that other pattern that I was working on, I had fleshed out a lot of the details in this cowl, and I restarted it with a different stitch count. So this is now rocking and rolling. So hopefully it will get to a point where I can write it up and put it somewhere. But it is not mindless. So once you get into the groove with it, great. But then you put it away and you lose your groove. So lesson learned, don't put it away. Just keep grooving. And then I have some enabling, but
okay, yep. This is, other than, I'm hoping not to take them with me, but I don't know that it's a good that's a good goal, because I've got so much going on. But I think I can finish the top of the sock. I have yet to pack my knitting, so I don't know what I'm taking. In the past, I've done the toe to head, like creating sock motifs into sock hats, basically. When I've gone, just because it's something that if it gets cold, you can immediately put it on your head. But I've got that colorwork cowl, and I've got colorwork mittens that if I finished, I could wear them, although I don't know that it's going to be mitten weather. I think it's going to be like in the 60s.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, yeah. If I don't remember to say at the end, please make sure to come and say hello to me. I will have swag to give away, both Stockinette Zombies and Knit Cahoots, and make sure that you stop and say hello, because I like to talk to people and meet people. That's my jam, yo. Cool. Yes. All right.
And I like to stand there and listen.
Yeah.
Cool.
I will listen to your sparkling dinner conversation.
Absolutely. You
all
do
right.
all the work.
I see some pretty Desert Vista Dye Works yarn over there.
Yes, I have some rainbow pantsuit. Is in the house. I've seen a couple people cast it on for their month colorway, and it is gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful, and I'm like so excited that I have some because of what they're knitting and showing off. And it looks like super twisty, wonderful base, and I'm excited to work with it.
It's like the I know her moment, but
I have that. I know. Like, I have that yarn. It's beautiful. And I want to go and order it. Oh, wait, I have it. Yes. So, yeah, rainbow pantsuit, super fun colorway. And again, I've seen people knitting on it, and I'm in love. And then non-knitting purchase, I got some earbuds. So
I don't know what those are.
They are running type of earbuds that are supposed to be good for when you're running. So they're just a little bit different. My husband has a pair, and they're just a little bit too big for my ears. And I heard that they are, it's YUR buds, earbuds, for smaller for women.
Okay.
And so, or smaller ears, I guess, non-discriminatory. But they have a lot more fun colors in the ones for women. And then they have little magnets so that the buds come together.
And then you can put them away.
Yep. And then they fit my ears really well. Some places have them as high as $40. That's their suggested retail price. Amazon, there were plenty of places selling them for half that. So not terribly expensive, and they do a good job of staying in your ears.
Do you have, I'm not going to shove them into my ears, but do you have issues when they do the ear thermometer? Is it being too big? Because like I have really small ears, and so like most earbuds won't stay in because I can't get them crammed in there without hurting my ear. And the ear thermometers are even too big for my ears.
When I look at this, I think of them more of how they fit inside this, the bigger part, how that fits in the ear, not the actual place where this goes. So it seems like the other ones, they're just kind of round and they fall out. And just the way
they're shaped.
They're shaped in a way, and they're big. So, I mean, they do kind of feel like I have something in my ear. Whereas some earbuds feel like you have something hanging on your ear.
Yeah.
These are like in your ear. But yeah, you know, I don't have that problem.
Okay.
But I also, like I said, my husband's ones, I could fit them, but they were really big. And I think that these kind of suit that. They did have a few reviews from people who said that they still came out while they were running.
Okay.
But my husband's been using them for a while, and he doesn't have any complaints about them falling out. And we were having problems with our cheap ones just kind of disappearing. So I like that this one came with its own little zip pouch. And so hopefully everything goes back into the zip pouch and they're mine, and not just like random earbuds that people are leaving wherever, you know.
I can't remember what brand mine are, but they go here and around, and then they wrap around the back of my head. And so they kind of sit here, and that works really well. But I was running into the ones that you buy like that not being like athletic friendly, so like they sweat and it shorted them out, right? And so I finally found this pair, and they were perfect, but now only one ear is working, and so I'm in the market for.
And they did sell these in a model that gave you several rubber choices. The ones that I bought were just this. So I think also that people have written to the company, and they send them out a smaller set if they have complaints about the size of the thing. But reviews on them were, like I said, some people said they still fell out of their ears when they were running. But other people were like, I swear by these. These are the best earbuds. They stay in, and they are, on the box it says that they are sweat proof. So hopefully they're not lying to us.
Okay.
But I
good to know.
Thought the magnet was kind of a cute option. But
yeah.
No, I got these in the mail today, so that's why they're here. They're
cool.
Fresh in my mind as like, hey, I bought these, and I thought that they were a really interesting idea, and I know that my husband likes them a lot. So if you're a runner and you have earbud issues and you were thinking about trying a new pair, Yarbuds, you could try those out.
Earbuds.
Earbuds. Why you are.
Earbuds.
It sounds like you're saying earbuds, not ear.
I think that's what they're going for.
I know.
Earbuds.
But it's hard for me to say that to people.
Earbuds. Earbuds.
Get them to the right place.
Yep.
But yeah.
I had and I don't know that I talked about it, but I did talk about it when I replaced so my Fitbit
bit the dust.
Garmin, I decided to get a Garmin, it was a Vivo Smart, and then that one bit the dust as well. Like it just slowly gave way. Like it wasn't immediate, like with the Fitbit. It was like I was charging it every 10 days, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's only lasting 5. And then, oh, okay, I swear just 2 days ago I charged it, and then it wouldn't hold a charge for a day. And so I called Garmin, and I said, I have like a product replacement plan at Target for it, but it says that it's still covered by the manufacturer guarantee. And they were like, well, it's a little bit outside. And I was like, oh, here we go again. Because that's what Fitbit did to me. But we see that you've got other Garmin things, and so can I interest you in an upgrade to the heart rate one? And I was like,
upselling me.
Yes,
Blah blah blah.
Nope,
Yeah.
they just sent me their brand new model for free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and I've really liked it. I'm not a big heart rate person. Maybe I'll eventually get to that. Like I've been pretty regularly down like in the 50s, but like right now I must be super excited and I'm in the 80s. And it integrates with my via Bluetooth, and so I can control like music volume, I can look at the weather, I can get notifications, anything that notifies me as far as like my calendar or my email, or so it's a smart device, but that I can also run with. And much like the Vivo Smart that I got, I feel like it does a better job when I'm running of actually recording my distance versus with the Fitbit. I felt like, okay, I just ran my 5-mile loop and you're telling me I only ran 3.5 miles. Like, I used a GPS on that same loop and it told me it was 5, and the Fitbit was
Feels like Pokemon walking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, people, that was 1 kilometer and I got 0.2.
Or it was a mile and all I'm getting is 1 kilometer, right? And you're like, oh, that's not right. That conversion's not right. That said, me and Julio, my Charmander, we broke the 100-kilometer mark today on my run.
Ooh,
yeah.
Wow.
Me and Julio.
Down by the schoolyard?
Yeah. Which, if you're doing the math, that means I've gotten 30 Charmander candy. Wow. Or 33.
I don't think I've walked anything that far.
It does take, well, it takes like, okay, I'm going to go for a run. I should probably plug it in and get the battery charged so that I can take it for a run. And then at first, I was stopping for everything, right? Like Pokemon would come up and, okay, I'll just really quickly catch it. And now I've got to set like a standard, right? Like, okay, no EVs, no Caterpies, no Pidgeys, only things. So like today I caught the dragon one on my run. A Dragonite and a Execute and a Pikachu on my run. But those were the only things I stopped for. I saw a lot of other things. Those are the only things I stopped for.
No Snorlax yet?
No Snorlax. Damn you, Snorlax. I asked my husband asked me what I wanted for anniversary, and I said I wanted Snorlax. He's like, sending vibes out, Megan. You're gonna get one. You're gonna get one. Nope. Wah, wah.
No anniversary Snorlax for you.
No. We did ride our bikes around that day, so I thought perhaps my pocket would vibrate and it would be a Snorlax.
You're not gonna get the little extra device.
No. I'm okay with running with my phone in my hand.
I don't know what it buys you because you still have to stop and do
I guess it's just being able to put it away, right? Because I mean, there are the people that are walking around with their face and their phone playing Pokemon, right?
This is true. So you can play a Pokemon without it in your face.
Okay. It's a discreet Pokemon.
Except it's this giant thing
that like lights up when there's a Pokemon nearby.
It's so discreet, except it's this huge thing on your wrist that flashes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, there's your Pokechock.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey, we're done.